I've been having bees for the last 3 years, the stingless bees, the little ones, and rarely did harvest them. But about a month back, I harvested my bee boxes, 4 in all, and I got a substantial amount of honey, which made me think about going into beekeeping with bigger and local bees, that is the Apis serena indica. For that, I required certain knowledge, which I got through the net, some books, and today I attended a course that was conducted by Mr. Lessely Pereira. This course was very enlightening. He had 2 sessions, one technical blackboard type, and the other was practical, where we did handle the bees and had first hand information about the dangers of handling them, but which are comparatively very minor, especially when using certain protective equipment and clothing. And the most important thing that I learned about the bees today was respect them, give them maximum amount of respect, and then you will get the same respect. It's like a cobra. You kick a cobra and it will bite you. So also you don't interfere with the bees and they will be very friendly with you. That's what we saw in the practical session. I compliment Mr. Lessely Pereira on holding these sessions to enlighten the public on the protection of bees, etc. It is said, there are two sayings. One is that whatever goes into a bee's stomach comes out as a medicine. And the other is, the minute bees become extinct, man will also fade away from the face of the earth within a week.
Yeah, so one question I had for you, Captain, was what are the two things that you liked in the practical session? What are the two new things that you kind of got to know from Leslie?
Respect for the bees. That
Okay,
was the first, most important one.
okay.
And to caress and handle them very carefully and tenderly.
Been to a school where they used to do beekeeping, so I have worked with bees earlier, but that was about more than 50 years ago. So now it is like a renewal for me. And since I have a place in Goa and I would like to start it, so it's been very informative. It's been informative, and there are certain things like, let's say, which he showed us right now at the hive itself, okay, which I didn't know before. So in that respect, it was good. And also, besides being good, it is something which I think for everybody, especially the youth, it is something which at least can give them a perspective on these are the kind of lines which one could go for.
Madam, what about you?
I'm Mrs. Anna Ferrero, and we got information about this program from a neighbor. And since it was something to do with beekeeping, and as Stephen mentioned, that he was aware of beekeeping when he was in school, we decided to come here and participate in this awareness program. I'm very happy with the outcome, what all we learned, and most importantly, it was not just theory, the demonstration, the practical part of it has definitely created an awareness, and not only an awareness, a little interest in beekeeping, Oh, and we hope to have at least one bee box, if not more than that.
What was the thing about the practical sessions that you liked? I mean, what were a few things?
Almost everything, because like you see a beehive in nature, but like this, a bee box with the different frames, and then importantly he showed how the frames can be renewed. That was very interesting.
Okay. What about you, sir? Anything that rings a bell from the theory sessions? I know theory can be boring sometimes, but theory practical, what were a few things that.
Well, I wouldn't say the theory was boring at all. In fact, there are many things which he spoke of which were not taught in school. In fact, in school it was more practical, like how to maintain it, how to open it, how to extract the honey, how you spin it out, how you remove the capping. All those things were taught to us. What was not taught to us in school was how to identify the drone cells, how to identify the swarming period, the queen bee. All that was not taught to us. And how to divide particular brooding cell and again put it in the supercell. That was not taught to us.
What would be a message for today's youth? I mean, a lot of even my generation, we are still working and stuff. Do you think like this is possible to do for someone who's working, or what was your feeling from the program?
Yeah, I feel for a person who's working, it is possible because you're not contributing your 24 hours to it. Follow. You have to do it. And then on a Sunday, you can devote a few hours to this, or maybe 1 hour, 2 hours maximum to it, because you have to open up the bee box, you have to check it, you have to see regarding that wax moth and this and that. All that can be done in a very short time. Of course, it doesn't mean that on a Sunday you can do 50 bee boxes. That will take a lot of time. You have to have what is manageable for you. Follow. And for the youth, it is something which is, it gives them a different idea. There are this line, these are the also lines which you can go for.
सांगितलं कित एक दोन वस्तू तुक मना उलय
मना उरलें अशें कितें सी आमचे घरान ते बारीक मुसाचे मोव आहा बट वी डोंट नो केशें हार्वेस्ट करपा जाय ओ केशें मेंटेन करूं जाय सो that part he has explained nicely and as he is experienced we'll take his guidance and try to harvest that also.
आणि कित मेसेज दितो तू युथाक म्हणजे एम येवपाचे तू कित कितको.
Yes, of course. As I rightly said, I will see that our villagers take interest in this farming, bee farming, and the youth also. It is a part-time job, like you do your job plus give interest in bee farming, so that you can also protect trees which you need for bee farming, so you'll give interest in environment also. So I think youth also has to do this part-time job which will help them, and then gradually they can go for a full-time job. They can be self-employed.
I on the net I got some hints about the bee stingless bee propolis. So I tried it out. I used the propolis, the stingless bee propolis, with high content alcohol. What's that called? Ethanol. Ethanol, and kept shaking it in a dark amber bottle, shaking it thrice a day, and then keeping it in a dark place. Then I put it in a spray bottle, and I'm very prone to throat problems. And I found within 3 days, I during the cold also, I did not have any problems therein.